616 viewer comments, part 2. Start off with DT Ninja 831. I think this will be the last arc, but it's a long arc. I mean, we saw Sasuke here in this chapter, which is interesting because everyone has been waiting for this. I think Sasuke will show up at the battlefield and Obito will try to use him. After all, Obito was the one who was manipulating Sasuke to begin with. What if Obito's plan involves Sasuke? Maybe Madara will do something. And I also think Orochimaru is going to be the last villain. Great chapter, nice review, Rampage. Appreciate it. Yeah, I wonder what would a confrontation or discussion between Obito, Toby, and Sasuke be like. That would be pretty doggone interesting. And yeah, yeah, that would be interesting in and of itself, excluding everything else. That would really be something to see. And yeah, Orochimaru. I think he's the final. He is really the puppet master that's been on the end of the periphery of all this. So I agree with you. Doesn't mean you're right, but it means we could both be wrong. But I don't know. That would be awesome, like I said. But anyway, and I still like the idea of Orochimaru actually possessing Sasuke's body. I think that would just be phenomenal. That's what he's wanted to do. Even if Sasuke somehow comes back in some form, I think that would be just so incredible. Anyway, I really do appreciate the comment. Flame Kid 100. Hinata and Naruto's relationship is like Minato and Kushina. Naruto is more like Kushina because he's very hyper and hard-headed. Hinata is like Minato, cool, calm, collective. Kushina didn't notice Minato until he saved her, and Naruto didn't notice Hinata until he came to save him from pain. Both Minato and Hinata confessed their feelings to the person they liked. For Minato, it was Kushina. For Hinata, it was Naruto, and that's the similarity of both relationships. It feels like I've read this before, actually. But anyway, I really do appreciate the comment. And FlameKid 100 also writes, I like the character of Hinata because of her backstory. I didn't really care about Naruhina or Narasaka pairing war stuff. So, yeah, even, well, Sakura's story, what was so interesting is Sakura's backstory was just as much Ino's backstory. So it almost felt like it was really, it was centered on Sakura, but it was more about Ino. So even Sakura's backstory seemed like it was more like another character. So yeah, so Sakura hasn't gotten her backstory stuff. It was done, but I guess it just didn't make us that sympathetic to her, right? Because Ino was the hero that protected. So yeah, so anyway, really do appreciate the comment. Connolly Bob 9. I think Kishi in the manga is supposed to end next year rather than this one, but I'm not sure. You are correct. I went and checked it, and it was from July last year. Kishimoto said that the animators would have asked him, and he said about a year and a half. So with Kishimoto, my understanding of pretty much everything he's done from his reviews is he's always late. Okay, it always takes him longer. So sometime after rereading that interview, so I would assume sometime early in 2014 to mid 2014, somewhere in that range. Of course, it's also possible that it could be done sooner, but I kind of doubt it. So, not with Kishimoto. I think he's going to take a while. But anyway, moving on. I'm not sure this is even the last arc, because Naruto's upcoming conflict with Sasuke will and should take a long time to finish. The rivalry between those two has been getting set up since the beginning of the series, after all, so it's better to go down with a massive bang. I think this arc will probably end with the Jubi is beaten, and then Sasuke will cause trouble for a while in the next arc. Excuse me. Sasuke's never been a favorite character, but I'm very glad to see him this chapter. I'm especially glad to see him in Konoha. Yeah, that was... Yeah, okay. So he's probably going to go to the cave where the writing so that he can somehow... Well, the whole thing, of course, about... well, I think there's a lot more than just the writing on the wall. But anyway, there's some... Orochimaru is... it's going to be interesting. I know that right now he's going to see the people who know everything. But with all the best ninjas away at war, this is the perfect time for him to attack the village. When he eventually does attack, I'd like to see him use Amaterasu, or Amaterasu, well, I'm not going to say that right, on the stone cage monument, or go to Sandu and smash it up. I also want him to at least go to the two elders for what they did. Yeah, a lot of people are mad at them. Ooh, destroy the monument. Of course, what kind of horrible secrets does Konoha have? What is, I mean, are there some secrets, right, that the Senju have in there that are going to make us maybe not think that they're as awesome as we think they are now? I mean, there's a whole lot of this. I don't think any people get any more upset at the Uchiha, so I'm kind of, Kishimoto could be throwing us another twist here. But anyway, so, okay, and, yeah, okay, I already read that. Really do appreciate the comment. Velcro16, the prospect of Naruto being able to share his energy with anyone is just plain epic. And it is, because that means that, yes, that means we could see 8 gates. We could see all kind of stuff, which is what we fans really, right? This is stuff we've been asking for a long time. So, yeah, that would be, oh yeah. And this is going to continue on, so Sasuke's going to have to get some big power-ups, because if anybody's around Naruto, he's just going to boost him up. Unless the prophecy from the Sage of the Sixth Path, of course, comes to pass, and the Tail Beasts are reformed, right? Given new bodies, which they're probably not going to be powerful tailed beasts anymore. They'll probably be some kind of people or something, and that there aren't tailed beasts anymore. Think about that. No more tailed beasts, or at least not in a form where they can use the powers and that they can do the things they are, because it almost probably makes it impossible for Sasuke to be on the level. So that's another thing to think about. And but anyway, I really do. And let's see. I have a feeling that eventually this will come to play with Sakura. She gets powered up, right? And she starts showing some of the stuff that Tsunade taught her. Not that I like Sakura, but I think what she could do with her healing jutsu and Naruto's supercharged chakra. Yeah, it's going to be crazy to see everyone's getting supercharged what they can do, as I said. I'm sure it will come to play. Also, I have always wondered, do you think that maybe Lady Chiyo could have taught Sakura how to do her reanimation jutsu? Brilliant. See, that's the kind of twist I love to see, because I would love to see that happen. Right? She spent a lot of time with her, and Sakura is something she would, if she could teach her something or show her something, I'm sure she would have. I like that. Velcro16, really do appreciate that comment. Awesome job. And let's see, and I think this is going to be the last part of this video. No, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. See everyone in part 3.